gave the time back yourself, or was it help?
Yeah, I mean, well, never to discredit nobody that helped me because there was many people that gave
Okay.
me water along my journey.
Mm-hmm.
So let me be clear on that, because yeah, it was a lot of people that helped me, but you need help. If
Right.
you in that bitch with a life sentence, don't let nobody over there don't need no help. You need some help.
Right.
However, you gotta help them help you though. That's the key. You gotta help people help you. You gotta show people that you ain't just leaning on them. You ain't just when they bump for you, cause they come, man, they charging $10, $20 for a phone call in jail, boy. Yeah, y'all paying with the T-Mobile or Verizon, y'all paying that little few little, you hear me?
Right.
For somebody to call you from jail, boy, they taxing. You know what I'm saying? That shit should be illegal, matter of fact. But anyway, but the system is the only one that can do illegal shit and get over the profit. They profit off our downfall. That's what I want to say to the streets. Anybody that's still repping that street shit, anybody that's still thinking that, man, the streets is something to be brag, man, to be honest, the streets is embarrassing. It's embarrassing, brother. Just stay home, be a man, be a civilian, bro. Stay out that shit, because that shit fake, phony. They'll consider you solid today and a whole ass nigga tomorrow, bro. They build you up just to tear you down. So fuck all that, but just be a man. If you're a male, be a man. You heard me? If you're a female, be a woman. You heard me? That's what counts.
Um, when you first went in, you with the life in 30. How long did it take for you to start fighting back, to fight to get released?
Well, I was fighting back from the beginning. You know, you ain't about to just swallow me up and think I'm just about no. Nigga, I was kicking and screaming the whole way. You heard me? But to be precise on you, I know what your question is though. At first, I had to grow up. You know what I'm saying? I had to mature first. At first, it was just like, nigga, it's just a survival of the fittest. Fuck the code now. Now it's about, nigga, protecting my ass now. Right. Now it's about protecting my integrity, my principles, my manhood, my respect now. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, nigga, you gotta go lay down that law. You dig? And some things I did, I probably was a little overly excited, you could say. You know, I was just looking, you know, because in that parish, when you in the parish, bro, you hear shit, you learn, you know, you be in there with dudes who already been to the pen, so they gonna have their stories, they gonna be inflating shit, the truth, you know what I'm saying? You know how they go. Right. So they gonna be telling y'all kind of shit. So in that parish though, I just know how raw it was in that parish. You can't just come on a till and just go put your stuff up and think you gonna just chill. You know what I'm saying? Not in 94 when I went in. You know, I don't know what it's like now, but in 94 when I went in, man, you gotta smash something. You gotta build a case on a nigga, something, you gotta pick somebody. And what I noticed was the easiest way to get your respect, the quickest way to get your respect, don't fuck with nobody who don't nobody, who don't niggas that's just a peon. Man, challenge whoever the biggest nigga with the loudest mouth on that till, whoever think they running that bitch, that's who you challenge. And so by me being of the small stature that I had, when I come in that bitch with the heart that I had, it was just, damn, hold up, this nigga challenge, you know. So some of them dudes probably could have fucked over me, bro. I'm gonna be straight with you, you heard me? But because they seen that, they seen that, you heard me, that woman, they seen how serious, they were like, nah, little brother, just go ahead on. But they just paid me like, man, leave that little nigga alone, that little nigga fucked up. You know, yeah, you fucking right, I'm fucked up in the right way though, you know. So it just, you know, man, it's so deep, dog. I will be here 3 hours, bro. Look, we'll need chapters on this shit.
Right. Well, we could do that. We could start the chapters. What was one of the wildest things you saw in Angola that you wish you could know, man?
I mean, well, I didn't see it, but when they killed my brother, ain't nothing really. When my brother escaped and they shot him in the back, like I said, I didn't see it, you know what I'm saying? Right. But I felt it, you heard me?
Right.
But one of the wildest things I seen, shit, I was on a walk. They let me on the walk, bro. I was like on the walk, like, wasn't even 48, 72 hours, bro. Like 2-3 days, bro. And they blew the whistle. Work call. That means you gotta go be a slave, nigga. You about to go back into the 1800s, you heard me? Mm-hmm. You about to be a slave, boy. So, you walk to the fence and shit. So when we walking down the walk though to get from my dome to get to the yard to go out in the field, we walking. Now there was a white boy. That's why I'm just saying, boy, niggas be playing, bro. Everybody had to be played with, bro. Man, so dude stole the white boy radio. The white boy had already made an announcement and said, hey, bro, look, I'm about to go to Child. When I get back from Child, you heard me? Just put my radio on the bed, bro. We cool. I don't care who did it, not just put my radio bag on the bed, bro. White boy too. Everybody thought the white boy was playing. White boy. You heard me? Man, look at here. Now all these so-called black gangsters, man, dude coming there. Dude, white boy already knew. Dude go, you know, Angola prison is like a fishbowl, bro. Ain't nothing gonna be done in there that nobody don't know about. You heard me? So, boom, when this shit happened, white boy come back, the shit wasn't on the bed, you heard me? Shit, dude, sit back, chilling, thinking ain't nothing, like, white boy ain't gonna do nothing, you heard me? Man, the white boy started hitting him, bro, with that bam, bro, that shit was sounding like, boom, boom, just busting through his skin and his ribs or whatever was hitting, just boom. And every time he pulled the knife out, bro, and we walking down the walk, so when we get by the dome, because we had to turn by that dome to get on the yard to get in the field, bro, all you could hear is, oh, bro, I'm talking about it was a scream. I can't even mimic the scream, bro. It was so deep. You heard me like, damn, you could tell that boy hurt. You heard me like, oh, and the white boy just hit me. Looking through the white boy just hitting, bam, and every time he pull it out, blood just coming out. You heard me? I said that, and then you know what? You think them white hillbillies cared? Boy, shit, they still in the field. Normally that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like later on in my years up there when somebody got killed or somebody got judged, stabbed, so they'll shut everything down. But back then, when I first got there, boy, that shit was so prevalent till it was like, oh, nigga, get, all right, come, work call, y'all, we'll get to that, you heard me? Yeah, man, so it was but it's so, and that problem not the worst thing. Problem when I sit back and just, and chill and think more hard about other things that happen, it'll be, you know, I mean, you talking about 25 years in Angola. I grew up there, bro. Angola was considered the bloodiest prison in America for a reason, bro. That's not me saying it. That's what the media dubbed it. You know what I'm saying?
When was you feel you had the reality check of your situation when you first went in, or you had to see something like, man, look, this is where I have to be at for the rest of my life?
That's a good question. I took it serious from day one. When that judge told me life without parole plus 30 years, and my mama yelled out, you don't have the last word. I seen so many dudes get a life sentence of 50 years and they start crying in court and all that, bro. No matter how hurt I wasn't about to do that in front of that lady. I wasn't about to do it in front of that judge. You heard me? Because I'm not about to let you see me sweat. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? I might go back in that cell and be like, fuck, what the fuck just happened? You heard me? But in the presence of my enemy, you know, no. And then I knew I had to keep my mama strong. Because if I would have broke down, she's already going off in the back of the courtroom. You see what I'm saying? Yelling at the judge, you ain't got the last word. And sure enough, as you see, he didn't. Because I'm here on this couch talking to you. You feel me? But overall, bro, it really started hitting me when I got to Angola and I got on the boxing team, right? And so my other brother, Charlie Brown, may his soul rest in peace. He was a Muslim. May Allah be pleased with him. I used to fast with him. I never took the Kalima Shahada and became an actual Muslim, but I respect the religion more than most because of the discipline. And when I saw it, it changed my brother to becoming a better man. It made me inquisitive and embraced it more. And when I found out me and Malcolm X was born on the same day, I even, you know what I'm saying? But I just knew my mentality at the time I wasn't about to submit to nothing. You know what I mean? Even when the war's coming, I'm rebellious, I'm bucking everything, you know what I'm saying? That was the attitude that I had. You just gave a kid a fresh life sentence, but how you know what I'm saying? Like, nah. So one day my brother came to the gym, and I just finished sparring, so my trainers and them, they telling my brother, you know, man, your brother getting good, boy, he getting better and better, man, look. So when I looked on the bench, I saw my legal document. I saw some folders with my name on it, you did? And my brother was in that law before me, you know? So he the one that got me start going to law class, but I wasn't really taking. I'm like, man, law, man, I'm not, you know, I thought I couldn't grasp it, right? That's why you're never supposed to doubt yourself. I'm telling you, bro, education is a motherfucker, bro. Education is, bro, that's what kept me focused, alive, and mentally strong. That's what kept my mental fortitude up to par. Educate myself, bro. I'm telling you, bro. If you don't do that, bro, you're going to lose your mind in that mother. You'll start doing all kind of weird shit that you wouldn't think you would ever do because your mind will start digressing, bro. You know what I'm saying? You will start, because in Angola, the abnormal is normal and the normal is abnormal, right? So you go start thinking that what's wrong is right. And so then it's like the Walking Dead. When you get bit, you turn, right? And so I'm like, nigga, I ain't gonna never, you know what I'm saying? I can't become what I despise. You know what I'm saying? Not me. You know what I'm saying? I could deal with it. I had to sleep around booty bandits, rapers. I had to sleep around killers. I had to sleep around drugs. Like the worst of the worst, bro. We had to sleep like, yeah, just arm length away. See, murder stuff right there. His arm so long sometimes he bump, man, get your motherfucking ass up. You know what I'm saying? They just slide your bed over. But that's how close they put you in there. And because it's to humanize you as a man, bro. What man won't be have to sleep 2 feet away from another man? If he fought, you gotta smell that shit. You know what I'm saying? When you wake up early in the morning, you gotta see it. You don't want to see no nigga first thing in the morning. You know what I'm saying? But this is the design, bro. This is what prison is designed. It's designed to go visit. And this is what I want to say to a lot of them rappers. But I know I'm getting off the top, but I'm just spitting, dog. I'm just coming from the hole. A lot of these rappers, bro, they always glorify that shit, dog. You know why I don't never glorify that shit, nigga? And I held it down in that bitch, nigga, for real. I could take my glasses off, look you in your eye, nigga. I held it down in that bitch. Not bragging or boasting, nigga, but you heard, nigga, no, I ain't got to be no game. I was man in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And so my point with that is, if you go rap about that shit, bro, tell the whole truth, not the half truth. Tell them how, in order for us to go visit, to see our mamas, our children, our family, whatever, bro, you gotta strip butt naked in front of a man with a uniform, lift your nuts up, coughing, squatting shit. Tell them rap about that. I ain't hear not one rapper rap about that part of the prison life. So when they start rapping about that part of the prison life, I'll salute them and respect them. I tell them, man, I don't want to hear that shit. I ain't gonna stop telling these kids and making them think that that's some cool shit. That's a rite of passage we got to go through to be a man. Because if you ain't been to prison and you black, I salute you, nigga. Because you was able to stay out here and take care of your family when I couldn't take care of mine because my stupid ass was in somebody's jail. Letting somebody profit off my downfall. Even though I'm actually factually innocent, still and all, I was still putting myself in situations in the streets that I shouldn't have had no business. You know what I'm saying? I should have been brought the education. My brother said when I started really learning that law, I mean, was inspired to to really start fighting legally. My brother when I seen my legal work on the bench, I'm like, bro, what's happening with that? He said, look, brother, you my baby brother, I'ma ride and die with you. He said, but your case is your life. Don't put your case in nobody's hand, not even mine. He said, these white folks can move me over here, over there, ship me another institution, or ship you somewhere. You heard me? He said, then what you gonna do then? Now, I can't reach you, you can't reach me. So who gonna work on your case then? You gonna trust somebody that you don't know? One of these niggas in here talking about they know law. We call them locker box lawyers. Nigga read 2-3 law books, think he know. You heard me? And then he come in, hey man, tell your mama to send me $100. I got you, bro. I'm gonna get you your freedom. Look at this, yeah. You don't know nothing. You young, stupid, and you paying a nigga some money to get you denied and barred out of court. Stupid ass. You know what I'm saying? Because the nigga trying to get some food in this locker box. You heard me? So man, when he said that, he said, so you want to be a penitentiary champ? Or you want to get your ass in this law library and learn this law? You ain't got to learn law fully, but learn the laws at least that apply to your case, dog, to fight for your freedom in your life. And after that, next thing I know, I started going to the law classes with my brother. Next thing you know, that shit just started coming to me. Next thing you know, I'm teaching the law class. And that's when I took it serious, bro. When I started hustling up money, some women will come see me, man. I explain my situation to them, being straight with them, And they'll be like, man, look, when you coming on? I'm like, I don't know. I got a life sentence, baby. I ain't about to lie to you and play games. Some niggas did that. I just chose not to do that. And so, bro, look, some dudes used to say, how you be getting all this with them? I said, bro, because I just be straight up with them and let them know my situation. Now I'm in a fight of my life, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't remember a lie, bro. If I lied to the world today, man, I'm going to forget that shit tomorrow. I got them. But you know what I'm saying? Then now she ain't going to respect me. But at least if I tell her the truth, you know what I'm saying? She got the right to say yeah or no. You know what I'm saying? Some of them done said no. And then some of them they hit me back, man, how you doing? I said, man, the same situation you left me in last year. Nigga, I'm still fighting for my life. Man, I'm a Joseph. Because she respected how I came at her. So once she got me a lawyer, right? The lawyer missed my deadline, bro. He missed my dead. You got, and now it's 2 years to file post-conviction once your conviction is finalized. Because once you get convicted, then you got to stage. You go to you automatically get appeal, right? So if you can't afford one, they'll appoint you one, like bullshit lawyer. So, but that's your guaranteed right. After that, once that get denied, your post-conviction, that's not considered a right. It's a privilege. So. You want a lawyer, you gotta come out of pocket with a lawyer, or you better learn that law yourself and get it, right? So that's what I did. So when I get the lawyer, but the lawyer missed my deadline, got me barred out of court. So now it's like solidified. And like you ain't never coming up, because now any issues that I had that was constitutional violations that I could have filed, to argue my actual innocence and anything, because he missed that deadline, all those claims was barred. So I had to fit a square. I had to fight to change the law. So when I started filing my own writs in court, that's when I got free, brother. That's when I got free.